Martin, how would you sum up the feeling overall then as we head into a new league season?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, just about looking forward to it.
Same as always, same buzz?
Same buzz, same excitement, same fears, same everything. Exactly, the whole lot.
Quite a significant signing for you this week with Kasper coming in. How's he settled in? How's he looked to take it with his schedule? He's getting ready.
Well, yeah, he's a bit of a character as well too. So that's good news. He's bubbly. He wants to do well, and I think he'll be really good for us. Well, that's the big hope anyway.
What's the latest on Arne Engels? West Ham reported to be chasing him. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I think the West Ham. I think there's definitely truth in that. I think there's been something put in, but it doesn't remotely meet our valuation for a start. And the same with Alistair. I think Everton have been in contact, and I'm not sure whether there's been a bid in there in that one, but they've been in contact saying that they would be. And in fairness, David did call me last week and saying that there would be contact, but I don't know how far that has progressed, if it has at all. But yeah, that would be disappointing, obviously. But I suppose it's to be expected. Players who have done well, and that we turned down a big offer then in January from Nottingham Forest. It came in at the very last minute, so we couldn't do anything. Arne was all right with it, but it's difficult to stop people if their ambition is to play in a big league. Although West Ham have been relegated, but obviously enhance their financial situation. Those things are difficult, But our job is to try and keep them, try and do our best to keep them. If that's not possible, then naturally we'll have to try and get replacements in. But to replace those players would be difficult task.
Does that feel like quite a daunting challenge? Because so much of the talk this summer has been about adding to what you've got anyway. Yeah. If you then had to take into account an Arne Engels or an Alistair Johnson.
I think I took that into consideration because I thought at the back end of last season, whether I was going to be here or not, I felt that something would happen with some of our top players, and that would be difficult for anybody stepping in. So I've taken that into the equation. Naturally, our thing is to try and add to the squad, quality as much as anything else, and I think that's what we've done with the two players so far. But then at the other end, you're trying to balance it up by people potentially leaving. If any of the players that I thought I wanted to keep at the football club would like to stay, that would be a great boost for us.
Martin, you say that you were weighing it up in the summer, you thought some players would leave. It seems like they were kind of ready-made placements, obviously Dyson leaving, but you've already brought in two kind of big money forwards. Are there plans in place if Arne does leave and if Alistair do leave? Has that been?
Well, yeah. There's the two elements to it. One, that we did want to build this squad and bring players in anyway, whether they hopefully that they would have stayed at the football club. Alistair had an excellent World Cup with Canada, and that enhanced his chances naturally. But I think you have to try and do your best to balance everything. Like try and get new players in, try and hold the players that you have. At the same time, that's utopia, and unfortunately, that's not real life.
In terms of those two, will they be involved?
I would have imagined. Well, I don't think anything will materialise quickly over the weekend. I don't know. I'm sorry. I haven't had a conversation with my CEO since 5 minutes ago. That's not true. It's since I heard about the news. So I don't know how it's progressed. I would like them to, and I think that there is a situation when young O'Reilly was leaving way back at the time when everybody thought he was going. He trained like an absolute trooper, apparently here, and wanted to play the matches for Celtic as well. So I'm hoping that would be the attitude of the players.
Are you confident, Martin, that should these players go, the club is, with the time left, capable of replacing these players?
You should know me by now. I've never been confident in my life, you know. So,
Fans would like to know if you're confident.
well, okay, yes, I am speaking to the crowd. I think the fans know I'm never confident, and they've had experience of that there half a century ago. So, it's our job to try and get players in for a start. That's number one. I was hoping, as each day goes past, that there wouldn't be any serious interest, but that was, you know, that was never going to happen. But we need the players in anyway, and if the players decided to stay, which would be great, we still need players in, and we're in the hunt for that.
Are you any closer now?
We're getting close, you know, and I don't know how close is close, but we are definitely getting close.
You mentioned Kasper having a big personality. Was it good for you to get a chance to meet him and find out a bit more about him? And also, do you need a big personality to be Celtic striker?
I think you do. Yes, I do. I don't know I don't know what sort of personalities that the centre forwards have had. I'm old-fashioned. I call them centre forwards. They've had in recent times. I don't know about that, but I do know that. When I managed this club before, I had big players: Sutton, Hartson, and Larsson. You know, big. Larsson didn't say a great deal off the field, but he did all his talking on the pitch. So, but he's Kasper's definitely bubbly, which is good. I prefer that at this minute than somebody just stepping in and just hiding in the toilet, you know. So.
And do you see, given you've seen them training together as well, like Duran and Kasper, good chance for them to link up to play?
I would think that given in time that the two players should be able to play together without a problem. I don't know whether it means changing systems, changing all of that type of stuff, but you know they're good players.
Camille's played off the.
He has played off the wide as well too, so that's encouraging. I'm not so sure that that's eventually where I want him to play. He might have to do that for the time being, but until we get all the players that we're talking about getting in. So no, I see him being able to play as a striker or just off the striker.
When obviously you go back to the likes of Hartson, Sutton, Larsson,
they're too old.
You always prefer that point to up front. Is that something?
Yeah, I did. I know that we had we played a sort of a 3-5-3 for a lot of times, but then we changed it. You know, when some teams were cottoned onto it in European matches as well too. You know, so and then we end up changing to 4-4-2. Played that very very often. You know, but we had serious running power wide. You know, which was great in those days. So we could do Didier Agat, couldn't be stopped going forward. So no, we had those things. So if it meant us having to adjust to get them to play together, that shouldn't be a problem. Famous last words, but it shouldn't be. And this is the point. We should be able to adapt. You know, we've played this 4-3-3 system for quite some considerable time. It's been successful, which is fine. But we should be able to adapt during the course of the game to different. You know, it's only a matter of changing people 10 yards in, 10 yards out. Really, it's not much more than that.
And just a quick word on Dundee and Monday night's game.
Yeah, well, they caused us all sorts of problems last year. Beat the club at Dance Park way back early in the season, and certainly in the time that I've been here, really difficult games. We're 30 seconds away from being knocked out of the Scottish Cup. They played brilliantly that day, and we of course we won it in extra time. And the game at Dundee was difficult. We made a number of great chances in the first half at Dundee. It was a game we had to win, and then they got a penalty in the second half, and the game was in the balance until Kell scores for us towards the end of the game. So I expect exactly the same again.
Can I just ask on recruitment again, Martin? How far away do you feel you are from having a squad that you feel is capable of competing on all the fronts this season?
How far away? Well, wouldn't want to lose many more, but that's for a start. But I think that we are capable of getting the players in. That's that's what I think.
Can you understand the fans beginning to?
I was wondering how long that would have taken to advance.
Well, only a month left to go, so can you
Yeah.
understand why they've seen 2 go in, 14 go out, and
14 go out.
14 go out, possibly 15 with Arne, 16 with AJ. Can you see why they're beginning to worry?
Now that you put that, I'm worried myself. Yeah. Oh, God. 14?
14. I can read you the list, but we'll be here all day.
Read me the list. No, don't bother. Don't bother. 14. Good Lord. We must have had some squad last year. You talked about boys who were out on loan and things like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, there we go. We have to get them in there. But we are pressing that. Genuinely are. And, you know, the one that was said a couple of weeks ago, we're making progress. Thanks.
Mark, the team news there, are they fit and the players that are back from the World Cup, are they all ready?
Yeah, trusted a wee bit more time off because of some family issues in America, and he's just come in this week. Scales is suspended for the first 2 games, but everybody's back. Yeah, Nygren's back, and hopefully we're ready to go.
Nygren's fit. You mentioned his Achilles.
Yeah, he's trained the last few days. Hopefully he's okay.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.